In the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Tyrese Halliburton.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. The perimeter pairing with Nembhard and Mathurin. Siakam is out there with Jackson, and it's Halliburton in at the point. And looking at the Nets, down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Cam Thomas is out there with Russell. And it's Williams at the small forward. We're only around halfway through this very long season, GA. This is when the grind, I think, really kicks in.
Yeah, you think about the physical and mental toll this game takes on you. And I miss being out there, but, man, I tell you, it can be a grind.
Now, here's Siakam. Halliburton with the bucket.
Talk about confidence. Halliburton oozing with it. No hesitation off the catch and shoot there.
Here is Thomas. Here he goes. Outside Russell. Pass to Claxton. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Halliburton passes to Siakam. Missed inside. Here's Thomas. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft, GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Thomas. And with their offensive firepower, have the Pacers, Clark, maxed out at that end of the floor?
There's still a lot of room for this team to grow offensively, Kevin. A low rate of free throws is something they can improve on. And a relatively low rate of threes and offensive boards, those are areas that can get better. I think there's another level they have to reach yet.
Just 5 to shoot. Siakam's shot is off.
Boy, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Johnson, the pass to Claxton. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Well, I like the fact that's intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be in their face all night long.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. And Russell gets it to go. Here's Nembhard. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Halliburton outside, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to Thomas. Down low from 12 feet out. Claxton, no good.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
with the teardrop. Thomas, no luck.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Siakam passes to Halliburton. Pass to Jackson. He can't get it to go. Good defense by Claxton. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez. We talked about the challenge of game planning for Tyrese Halliburton. The coach said we have to stay in front of him. The second he gets a step on us, that's when it's kind of pick your poison with him. If our guys stay in front of him, I think we should be fine. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Russell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Siakam. Of all the great ball handlers, Clark, in the NBA, Russell's got to be right there at the top of the list.
And the thing that impresses me, Kevin, is how smooth he makes it look and how effortless it appears. Even at full speed, he can make moves that most guys can't even imagine.
And the first one at the line is good.
Tell you what, guys who can shoot it and pass it like Russell, always of great value to the rotation.
And so Russell hits them both. Pacers trail by 4. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And now we have a moment to recognize the player of the week in the Eastern Conference, Tyrese Halliburton.
Basketball is one of the few sports where good offense beats good defense, and nobody has had better offense than him lately. I don't think there's anybody in the league that could have slowed him down on offense. He was unstoppable, to say the least.
It's tipped and stolen by Russell. And Thomas, here we go, up and in on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And so Siakam will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. They trail by 6. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And the all-around game of Siakam, so adept at working the ball to open guys.
For Brooklyn, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Claxton against Jackson. Johnson surveying the floor. There's Thomas with the 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. Looked like they were just going through the motions.
Yeah, you know, to me, I agree. They just never looked engaged, which is surprising considering how close the game ended up being.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside Thomas. Right side Russell. Lets it go from deep. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Indiana trailing here. Steps back. Halliburton passes to Mathurin. That ties the game.
A skillful move there by Mathurin against the contact. Somehow finding a way to get the shot to fall.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Now the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
Well, you look at the toolkit Mathurin has, coupled with his production and his maturity. Well, he's got a chance to dominate in this league.
Now here's Thomas. He's coming off a 10-point game against Philadelphia. Russell against Halliburton. 6 on the shot clock. Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Terrific imagination, creativity. Russell already one of the league's more intriguing playmakers.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets, and they came away with a win.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And, you know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like they did in that game, it gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meet. You know you can push this team around in the paint and win the physical battle.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Pacers trail by 4. To the paint, here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
And those are 2 loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Wilson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for the Pacers. This is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of the NBA's top defenders down low. The league's leaders in rejections this month. The 4th spot held by Nick Claxton.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
Here's Russell. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
Now, here's Thomas. The lead is 2. Here's Wilson. That one's in, his first shot this game. For Indiana, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Halliburton, no good.
Well, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Russell passes to Thomas. That 3 off the mark. Pacers trail by 4. Pass to Jackson. Outside for Halliburton. Jackson setting the pick here for Halliburton. No good on the 3.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Thomas passes to Russell. Halliburton with the steal. And here we go. Halliburton heading to the hoop. And finished off by Halliburton.
Talk about self-service. Halliburton doing it all by himself that time.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Johnson outside. Takes it inside. Siakam pulls it in.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Good work there as it goes.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here is Russell. The Pacers making the shot. It's Thomas on the wing. Russell inside. He's covered by McConnell. And it's Russell missing. Up top, McConnell. Claxton covering. Shot from a low block. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Thomas passes to Wilson. Halliburton with the steal. Siakam inside the 3-point line. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got 3 assists now in this one. And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Obi Toppin's checked in for Benedict Mathurin. Here is Russell. He's got 5. Johnson outside. Pass to Claxton. Back to Johnson. And the layup's good off the glass. Johnson's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Siakam finds Halliburton. Here's Toppin. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, making threes is vital for Toppin, developing his stretch big skill.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, the Pacers obviously push the fast break. Tyrese Halliburton says the emphasis is getting outlets and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that people want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You've got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to wear you down.
They fly, David. Baseline to baseline. They can really go. Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Aaron Sharp, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Johnson comes in for Cameron Thomas. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for D'Angelo Russell.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
Now, here's Melton. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. 6 to shoot. Wilson kicks to Johnson. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Aaron Nesmith.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Williams, he's checked in for Wilson. And both free throws good for Johnson. Pacers leading by 3. Siakam looking around. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul call. He'll shoot free throws. After exploding onto the NBA radar in 2019, Siakam Clark has been a sure thing on offense.
Well, you know what you're going to get from Pascal Siakam. I mean, whether it's in the open floor or in the half-court sets, he's a guy you can count on delivering when you give him the ball in those situations. His offense never takes a night off.
And the first one drops.
A big man who can score, rebound, and pass. This is why Siakam has become a huge piece of this team.
Wilson, he's checked in for the Nets. Siakam hits them both. There's 1:54 left to play in the first quarter. Now Melton. Pass to Sharp. Back to Johnson. Shot clock at 5. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Sharp. That's good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And so it's McConnell with it. They'll bring it up for the Pacers. Now Siakam. Outside Mathurin. Drops in the layup for 2. Mathurin's got 5 points so far.
And using that body to his advantage, Mathurin will learn to control his strength as he grows in the league.
Nets trail by 4. 56 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Back to Melton. Sharp with a screen on McConnell. Pass to Sharp. And stolen by McConnell. Siakam with it. Tapping a screen on Sharp. Siakam with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Siakam's shot is off. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Pass to Sharp. Second chance shot, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. This is his first free throw of the game.
Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. The Pacers making a change here. And the second free throw, good. 11 seconds left to play here in the first. Bryant, a screen on Williams. Mathurin for 3. Good on the triple. Mathurin's got 8 points.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And that does it for the first quarter. Pacers lead by 6. And we'll be back right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Pacers?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Here's Melton. He has yet to score on the court for Indiana. They've got T.J. McConnell. Toppin is out there with Benedict Mathurin. Then it's Thomas Bryant. And it's Nesmith in at the 2 guard. Johnson, the pass to Sharp. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
4th in blocks. And they are in the top 10 in their ability to get on the glass. They have athletes willing to do the dirty work.
And to go back to their shot blocking, it's not just their size, but their intensity. They play interior defense like they've got something to prove. Clark, how much weight do players put on individual awards or something like an all-star nod?
I think players always have a level of respect for each other, but awards help validate your level of respect. How you win, how you perform, consistency, and awards are typically well-earned and well-deserved. As a matter of fact, in most cases, they are well-earned and deserved, and players acknowledge that and respect that.
Indiana shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Free throw good, Mathurin.
Mathurin has a little bit of Mitch Richmond in him, a guy I love watching work. Strong, aggressive, quick, talented as a scorer. Man, he's got game.
Now, here's Melton. His last outing, he had 8 points. Sharp finds Melton. Back to Sharp. To the wing right side. Wilson the pass to Melton. Offline with his 3. Pacers leading by 7. to the middle. Here's Bryant, and finish off by Bryant.
And nice read for Mathurin. He's always trying to get his teammates going.
And Jordy Fernandez has called a timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Andrew Nembhard's checked in for the Pacers. While we have the chance, a look at our 2K leaderboard and the top shooting small forwards at the free throw line during the last month. Second, Benedict Mathurin.
And knowing what I do about the guys on that list, I can tell you they put a lot of long hours in the gym to get those percentages to where they are.
Well, you can't get those numbers without the work. And they've posted impressive numbers, and all of them are naturally gifted shooters, but you have to add to natural ability the work required to bring it to fruition.
Now, here's Melton. Scoreless thus far. And again, it's the Nets missing. Indiana leading by 9. McConnell passes to Nembhard. Just his first attempt. Rebounded by the Nets. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Stolen. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. The Pacers shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Keon Johnson.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second. And here is Williams. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. On the wing, Melton. Pass to Sharp. Back to Melton. Over McConnell. Melton, no good.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. And let's take a look at the last handful of seasons and the steal numbers for Tyrese Haliburton.
And when you see the tumble his steal totals have taken the last few years, you can see that he's gotten away from playing the kind of gritty, hard-nosed D he was known for. That's an aspect of his game he needs to get back.
Now, here's Melton. Nothing on the board. Here's Wilson. And oh, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Wednesday, it'll be the Detroit Pistons coming into town. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
And he knocks down the first one. He's off on the second. Pacers leading by 10. McConnell with it. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Here's Johnson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Brooklyn Nets come into this one following a loss to Philadelphia.
bad outing offensively. You break that game down, their issues were pretty clear.
Yeah, the offense was AWOL. It just wasn't there. No rhythm, no flow, just a tough day.
And he has to take the hit there, but Mathurin won't mind. A really gritty play that gets him to the line.
He's made all 3 of his free throws so far.
And with an 86% free throw average, you can count on him to come through on most trips.
And, you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
We've seen the league, Clark, crack down on physical play more and more over time.
You know, I think in general that's a good trend and direction and change. The game was extremely physical and rugged in the early 80s and even into the early mid-90s. But things change, and I think the change is for the better. It's about player safety and protecting players. So I think it's a good thing overall.
Now here's Johnson. Pass to Clowney. Toppin with the steal. McConnell scanning the floor. Nembhard with it. Defended by Sharp. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Here's Siakam. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Siakam's got the lead up to 12 now for the Pacers. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Pacers.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
Here's Clowney. Following the basket by Pascal Siakam. Here's Johnson. Sharp. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
McConnell kicks to Toppin. Inside. Here's Mathurin. Off with the layup. Nets trail by 10. Here's Johnson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And while we've got a chance, let's check out the stats for Pascal Siakam. He's averaging about 19 points per, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboard.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end.
The first one falls, and the Nets making a change here. And both free throws good for Johnson. Indiana leading by 8. Up top, Nembhard. He's guarded by Thomas. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. This is his first chance at the line tonight. A free throw good from Nembhard. And Brooklyn making a change here. Wilson's checked in. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. And yes, it's good. Thomas got 9. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Outside Mathurin. Pass to Nembhard. In the corner, it's Toppin. And once again, off the mark by Indiana. Nets trail by 7. The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Pascal Siakam is nominally a power forward, but his versatility at both ends of the floor allows him to play a number of roles. Siakam says that's where the NBA has been going. It's always positionless basketball, and I feel like I can do anything. And in today's game, Kevin, that means tremendous value for Siakam. Back to you.
Doesn't it? My goodness, David, he is something else. Thank you very much.
And love how he's getting himself to the line this quarter. If he keeps it up, it'll end up creating some foul problems on the other side, and that can always help a team's cause.
The Pacers making a change here. Halliburton's checked in. Here's Siakam. Rebound, Brooklyn. Claxton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Melton against Mathurin. Here's Wilson. Lays it up and banks it in. Wilson's got his second bucket of the night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And so it's Indiana with it. 6-point lead. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Halliburton kicks to Toppin. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Clark, when you think of siblings who have played in the NBA, the Lopez brothers, and now the Toppin brothers come to mind.
Can only imagine how cool a feeling that is to be able to play in the NBA with your brother. It's a dream come true for anybody to get to the highest level of pro basketball. And then to have a couple of players from the same family doing it together? Come on, man. Doesn't get any better than that.
Now, here's Siakam. 17 points for him last game against Phoenix.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
Here's Melton. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Fires the 3. The shot by Wilson, no good. Indiana leading by 6. Here's Siakam. The step-back jumper is good. Siakam's got 4 points this quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Pass to Sharp. Now Thomas. To the wing on the left. Here's Claxton. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Claxton's got his second basket of the game. Now, here's Siakam. 14 points for him.
And already his 3rd foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the 3rd quarter.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. Free throw, no good. The Pacers making a switch here. Bryant's checked in. And he ends up missing both free throws. Nets trail by 6. Here's Russell. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Russell's got 7.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Indiana's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Back to Siakam. Halliburton deciding where to go with it. Bryant with a screen for Halliburton. Off target with his 3.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Here's Thomas. He's got 9. Back to Williams. From outside the arc. Buries it from 3-point range. And now just a 1-point Pacer lead.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Here's Halliburton. Pass to Toppin. Back to Halliburton. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. 8 points for him.
Halliburton, with the answer, was anxious to throw it right back at him.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Toppin. As we approach the halfway mark, let's take a look at how everything in the East right now stands. Taking a look at Indiana. Right now, they've compiled the 6th best record in the conference. And, of course, there's the Nets just way behind.
Yeah, and seeing where the Pacers are, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
Now, here's Siakam. 14 points for him. Jackson, a screen on Johnson. Clock at 6. Claxton with the steal. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. Outside Williams. Back to Johnson. Lets the 3 fly. Williams can't get it to go. Indiana leading by 4. Siakam passes to Nembhard. Jackson has the open look. A 3-pointer, no good. Brooklyn's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Here's Russell. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got his 3rd assist on the night.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
1:44 left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to Nembhard. Siakam against Johnson. Back to Halliburton. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Halliburton's got 11 points.
And he's on a good pace here from 3-point range. Made 1 in the first, 2 more here in the second. It seems like with more to come.
Outside Williams. Claxton the pass to Thomas. Screen by Claxton. Oh, Claxton in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
And so it's Indiana with it, following the bucket by the Nets. Nembhard the pass to Mathurin. Siakam with it. Poke loose. Back to Mathurin. Pulls up on the wing. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 8 rebounds in this game. Russell with it. Now guarded by Siakam. Johnson for 3. Nembhard grabs the board.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Baseline try. Mathurin, good. He's got 17.
What a motor. Mathurin can go all night, and he has. What a performance.
Thomas, that's good. There's 10 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to Siakam. Shoots a fader, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
Johnson. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Indiana out in front, up by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Rick, what's your analysis of how your defense has done so far?
Well, they're getting too many open looks at threes. We're lucky they're missing a few. But, you know, with this team, they stretch out so much. You got to be really alert. You got to pay close attention to details.
Rick, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
In the game against the Bulls, don't let a lack of focus steal one from you. Overlooking lesser opponents, but that's when they come and they bite you.
I overlook all opponents.
In terms of what? Height? Confidence? Both? Don't even answer. I know the answer. And circling back to the first half, things have not gone as planned for the Brooklyn Nets.
The bench has stepped up to where I could see a couple of those guys closing out this game.
Yeah, we'll see how the second half goes, but they may have earned that right, given the way they came in and changed things.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Nice game. Great performance by Bennedict Mathurin.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Nets trail by 5. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Russell is out there with Thomas. And it's Williams at the small forward position. And that's the group for Jordi Fernandez as we begin the second half. Now, here's Thomas. From deep, Johnson. Nembhard grabs the board. And here we go. Fast break. Halliburton's got it. Here's Siakam. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
And watch Siakam just spring up for those offensive boards. Athletic ability gets him to the ball so fast.
Now Thomas. Johnson in the corner. No one near him. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got assist number 5 here tonight. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Pass to Nembhard. They set the pick. Back to Halliburton. Williams with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. And Claxton throws it down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Halliburton passes to Mathurin. Going inside, and he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And already Mathurin has a pretty dynamic drive, but getting the drop on the defense all season won't be easy.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Now we get a chance to view the NBA leaders in assists. 5th best, Tyrese Halliburton.
His passing has been so terrific. You can see his unselfishness really rubbing off on the rest of the team.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Pass to Claxton. Now here's Thomas. Johnson left side. It's rebounded by Indiana. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Nembhard with it. Now Thomas defending. Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. Kicks it out to Siakam. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Johnson outside. Shot clock at 6. From 11 feet away. And the Nets miss again. And Mathurin has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Williams. And the layup falls. Williams has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Halliburton a screen on Thomas. Nembhard the pass to Siakam. To the inside. Outside for Halliburton. Over Russell. The shot's good from Halliburton. Halliburton's got 13 points.
Halliburton right in his comfort zone operating the pick and roll. Excellent at taking what he sees.
Tyrese Halliburton is flat out special, Clark. Yeah, you say it all the time. He is an absolute machine on offense.
He really is an orchestrator, a maestro of platinum-level capability. His turnover numbers, outstanding. He's a guy that flirts with the 50, 40, 90 shooting splits and is going to lead the league in assists, I think, a better part of his career going forward. That's how good he is.
Now, here is Halliburton. He's got 13. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Nembhard. And it's off from 3-point range. Nets trail by 5. Russell dishes to Thomas. Back to Russell. Pass to Claxton. Back to Russell. And here is Johnson. Off target from 3-point range.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Looking to get it going. And the rejection by Jackson.
So hard, actually impossible to cut into the lead when you have a guy struggling this bad. Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And a brief check of the stats for Halliburton. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable, putting up about 25 points per game, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
First one falls for him.
You know, Russell's known for his scoring ability, but I like the fact that he's eager and hungry to continue to improve.
That one is no good. Pacers leading by 4. Siakam outside. Mathurin for 3.
After hitting 1-3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Here's Thomas. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Russell against Halliburton. Over Russell. Off the left rim and out. For Brooklyn, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4-10 on their shots in the second half so far. And there is a whistle. That goes on Andrew Nembhard. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. On the wing, Johnson. Covered by Siakam. Here's Claxton. It's good. This game is all even. Claxton's got 4 this quarter.
they're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Williams against Mathurin. Jackson misses. The Nets have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Here's Johnson. Thomas. So an open look. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. And it's a 3-point Nets lead.
Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
Indiana's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Siakam, the bounce pass. Here's Nembhard. He's guarded by Williams. Jackson, a screen on Williams. 5 to shoot. Nembhard, the pass to Jackson. Oh, Clark!
Oh, my goodness! Are you kidding me? Woo-hoo!
Nice job capturing the moment on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And the Nets with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Johnson with a screen on Halliburton. Here's Russell. Here's the drive. Count that one. Russell's got 12.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Pacers trail by 3. Pass to Nembhard. Halliburton against Russell. There's the lob to Jackson. Claxton with the steal. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Siakam. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Wilson, he's checked in for Williams. Johnson comes in for Cameron Thomas. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for D'Angelo Russell. And both free throws good for Johnson.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Outside Mathurin. Down low. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And they keep a lid on opposing teams' offense overall. They are 10th in points allowed. That's a testament to their schemes and commitment on that side of the ball.
And going back to the rebounding, what a season they're having on the glass. They enjoy the physical aspect of the game, no doubt. And Greg, it really suits their size and their style. Now, here's Johnson. 6 points for him. Melton sets a screen for Johnson. Lays it up off the glass. Johnson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nets.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Halliburton finds Mathurin. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. And that's 21 points here for Benedict Mathurin. And here's Melton. Hasn't made one yet. Johnson outside. From the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Nets lead by 8.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Halliburton with it. 13 points in the game. Pass to Mathurin. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And battling against the interior of that defense, nice to see that Mathurin has that toughness.
Shoot 2.
Free throw good, Mathurin. Sharps checked in for the Nets. Mathurin hits them both. It's the Nets now. 6-point game. Now, here's Melton. Pass to Sharp. Now Johnson. 6 to shoot. Melton with the ball. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Pacers trail by 9. Siakam outside. Halliburton on the wing. Covered by Johnson. Halliburton, that's good.
That shot by Halliburton, not easy. Taking the hit and still finishing the play.
Brooklyn's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. McConnell against Melton. On the wing, Johnson. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And finished off by Halliburton.
High energy throwdown that time by Halliburton. Not wasting any time or motion.
Brooklyn leading by 5. Here's Melton on the wing, Johnson. Wants to get it to Melton and does. Yep, that one goes in there. Melton's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, in that first half, a lot more three-point shooting. Since then, though, they've dialed it back.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Lewis checked in for Johnson. Then for the Pacers, Lyons checked in for Jackson. Toppin comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Nesmith in for Halliburton. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Bryant finds McConnell. Indiana moving the ball around. Toppin, no one around him. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Toppin's got his second bucket of the night. And Brooklyn has possession. They lead by 4. Now Melton. He has 5. Kicks it out to Wilson. Clock at 6. Lets it fly from 18. Melton, no good. Pacers trail by 4. Here's Mathurin. Stolen by Wilson. And now running up the court. Lewis pushing it up. Nice D from Bryant.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
Mathurin against Wilson. Pass to McConnell. Toppin a screen on Melton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. Right now, let's have a moment to check out the NBA's best three-point shooters. 5th is Benedict Mathurin.
What a percentage that is for him from three-point range this season. His deep touch is about as good as you're going to see.
That's good from McConnell. Andrew Nembhard's checked in for Nesmith. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Brooklyn leading by 3. Here's Johnson. And it's Bryant with the rebound. Bryant's got 4 rebounds in this game. Out to the right wing. Count that one from Toppin. Toppin's got 9.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
Now here's Lewis. Still yet to score. Pass to Melton. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Now Wilson on the wing. Johnson. And the Nets miss again. Here's Nembhard. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The shot misses. Tie game in Brooklyn. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. Andrew Nembhard is out there with T.J. McConnell. Then there's Toppin. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Bryant in at the 5 down low. And McConnell gets it to go.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Brooklyn trailing. And here is Johnson. Pass to Melton. In the corner, it's Watford. And a miss there on the triple. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Indiana.
Well, throughout this game, they've been lighting it up from mid-range. I love seeing that. They've made that the focus of their offense, and it's really paid off.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
The Nets making a switch here. Hayes is checked in. Melton against McConnell. A 3 ball. Rebounded by the Nets. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. A shot by Johnson, no good. Indiana leading by 3. McConnell with it. Pass to Nembhard. Here's the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Nembhard's got 4 points this quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Johnson in the corner for the 3. The shot off that time.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Toppin kicks to Siakam. Into the lane. Makes it off the glass. And it's an 8-point Pacer lead.
Boy, clearly embracing the game with his whole heart there. Love showing up for the team and just playing the game.
Hayes with it, picked up by Bryant. Hayes dishes to Johnson. Back to Hayes. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Hayes has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. McConnell against Melton. Bryant the pass to Siakam. And there's the drive. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the insane athleticism of Siakam excels at probing inside and making the D get aggressive.
And he can't hit the second. Nets trail by 6. And stolen by Siakam. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Here's Nembhard. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And plays with solid floor recognition. Siakam continues to fine-tune those playmaking skills.
And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Pass to Hayes. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Johnson in the corner. Launches it. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Not a bunch of energy from the defense, which is why he was free to knock that down.
Melton against McConnell. Siakam with it. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Hayes the pass to Sharp. Back to Hayes. Just 5 on the clock. Melton kicks to Wilson. No good with the triple. Pacers leading by 6. Pass to Bryant. Fires for 3. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Johnson gets the bucket. Here's McConnell. To the paint. Here's Siakam. The rebound by Sharp. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Now, here's McConnell. Inside. With the fadeaway. Brooklyn with the rebound. Sharp's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Siakam against Melton. Johnson in the corner to take the lead. Brooklyn gets it back with the new shot clock at 14. Hayes the pass to Sharp. To tie it up. Back to Hayes. Pass to Johnson. They get it back. Sharp tries it again. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Johnson, he's checked in for Wilson. Williams comes in for Hayes. Cameron Thomas, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Russell in for DeAnthony Melton. Indiana also making some changes. Jackson, he's checked in for Bryant. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Halliburton subbed in for Andrew Nembhard. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. And Brooklyn making a change here. Claxton's checked in. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. Now, with the game in the balance, he had some encouraging words for his team. He said, this is what we wanted. We thought if we kept it close, we could pull it out. Now let's go out there and do just that. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Mathurin. Now, here's McConnell. Back to Mathurin. To the middle. It's stolen by Johnson. Russell against McConnell. And it's Russell missing. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Got that one up quick. Halliburton's got 19 points.
Whenever that mid-range jump shot is available, Halliburton is going to take advantage of it. He's a really good passer, but also an opportunistic scorer.
Here is Russell, following the score by Tyrese Halliburton. Johnson finds Thomas. Oh, Claxton in position. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Siakam is checked in for Indiana. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
And matchups, it's really what it's all about, and these two teams are really equal.
Pass to McConnell. Back to Halliburton. Siakam kicks to Halliburton. Jackson setting the pick here for Halliburton. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Outside Russell. Here's Thomas. Claxton a screen on Halliburton. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Isaiah Jackson. He misses the free throw. Andrew Nembhard's checked in for Indiana. Good on the second free throw.
And at this point in the game, there can be a massive difference between a 2 and a 3-point advantage.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Halliburton. Tipped away. That's a 2 for Mathurin. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Russell passes to Thomas. Outside Williams. Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Here's Mathurin, and the rejection by Claxton. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Claxton. Here's Nembhard. Siakam outside. 6 on the shot clock. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And give Siakam the hoop and the harm on that one. And since being drafted back in 2016, he's really improved that upper body strip.
And here's Brooklyn. They're on a 13-5 run. Here is Russell. Pass to Johnson. Now here's Thomas. 5 on the clock. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for Indiana. They've held a 12-point lead early. Here's Nembhard. Back to Halliburton. Fires away from outside. A rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got his 16th rebound on the night.
Can't seem to find the range here in the second. He did a great job in the first, hitting 3 from outside.
Now here's Thomas. Over Halliburton. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Thomas got 21. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. Because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Johnson outside. Pass to Thomas. Over in the corner, Williams. Here's Claxton. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Now, Nembhard. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Tyrese Halliburton. He's off on the first. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Indiana trailing here. And here's Halliburton. Pass to Nembhard. And that one, good. Nembhard's got 9 points here in the second half.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Here is Thomas. The Pacers making the shot. Here's Johnson. Tries again. And the rejection by Jackson. And here we go. Fast break. Halliburton's got it. And the shot goes in. And that's now 25 points here for Benedict Mathurin. .141 left in the fourth quarter. Thomas passes to Russell. Back to Thomas. It's up a 3. A putback. Claxton on the follow.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
Halliburton, that's good.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. Thomas deciding where to go with it. Down low. Here's Claxton. Kept alive. The layup off target. The Pacers shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done. No coverage that time. And it's a 6-point Indiana lead.
Halliburton, one of those young guys that you want with the rock in his hand at crunch time. He always seems to deliver.
Over in the corner, Williams. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. Over Mathurin. Good! And now they trail by just 4. 41 seconds left in the fourth. And here are the Pacers now. Halliburton for 3. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
And he commits the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Job well done at the line on that possession. They'll make things a little easier on themselves if they can convert those.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game. Claxton, no good.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Russell fires away from way outside. And again, it's the Nets missing. Got a piece of it. So it's Indiana picking up the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And, Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Pascal, you've been getting stops, getting out and running. What is working defensively?
Our energy was where we wanted to be, and that's how we got to play every single night. We can't come in and not play that way, because that's the way we play. So we got to play like that every single night, and it starts with me. You know, like I have to bring my team to that energy level every single night, and you know I'm gonna try my best to do that.
It was successful tonight, man. Congratulations on a big win. Back to you,
David. Thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Tyrese Haliburton.